Happy birthday. Mm, 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 mm. It's my birthday. Welcome back to ICU, a podcast that honors the light in people. I'm your host, Toya, and today's episode is all about the birthday. She really is the birthday, always has been the birthday. And you guys are going to hear a little movement because I have on these fabulous earrings and they make a little noise, but let's make a little noise because they are a moment. Yes. But yeah, today's episode is going to be a little bit different because it is going to be my birthday episode. And honestly, I didn't want this to feel super structured or super polished. I kind of wanted to sit down. I want to flow. I want to talk, reflect a little bit, laugh a lot, and just let this be what it is. Okay, so if y'all down and y'all want to listen and you're gonna watch, then I'm telling you, this is gonna be one of those just cool episodes. And so to kick things off today, instead of having a little drinky drink, okay, a little alcohol, a little wine, well, first of all, if you want to do that, do your thing, drink what you drink, a little water, a little tea, whatever, so you can get in your vibe. I'm gonna give you a little time and I'm gonna open what I'm drinking, okay? So I've been getting into different types of drinks lately, y'all, because as a woman, you gotta watch as you continue to age, right? You gotta watch what you're consuming, what you're putting in your body. For me, finding alternatives, I'm all about the alternative, okay? So one of the things that I've been drinking is Sesnori, and it's a this is the play. Okay, they have different flavors. So I'm going to be drinking this. It's a sparkling beverage, and it's an alternative for like a cocktail. Okay, and so this is formulated for you to feel something still. That buzz that you typically feel when you're drinking alcohol. This one is going to give you a more natural feeling without the harshness of the alcohol, right? So this one has Kana, Blue Lotus. So okay, I'm gonna explain. Okay, so you'll know why. So the Kana, it elevates the moments. Okay, the Blue Lotus inspires the calm. Now I don't know this word. Cordyceps, power play, powers the play. The lion's mane sharpens the focus, and then the green tea is going to give us the energy. Okay, so all of these things combined create a little buzz. 45 calories. It's a vibe. Okay, and I love it because it's black owned. Yeah, black owned by a couple of best friends. So we're going to pour up, and I'm going to do a birthday cheers. Cheers to myself and to all of the amazing Geminis. Okay. They give us a hard time. They give us a hard they give us a hard time, but we are some of the most loyal, loving, fun, and just down to earth people that I know. I am proud to be a Gemini. And happy birthday to all of you. I hope you have an amazing birthday season. I'm going to start this thing off June 1st. That's the birthday. And yeah, we're going to get into all the things. Okay, so cheers. And this one right here, this one is actually, it reminds me kind of like a spicy margarita because it has a little spice to it. Okay. Okay. So let's get into it, y'all. So, for everyone that's joining again, whether you're listening or you're seeing this on YouTube, welcome back to another episode of I See You. Okay, a podcast that honors the light in people. This is always going to be a safe space for honest conversations, reflection, healing, growth, and fun. Here we talk about the moments that help to shape us, the shifts, the becoming, the lessons that live between the light and the dark. Whether you're navigating change, rediscovering who you are, or simply just learning to see yourself more clearly, this is the space for you. I'm your host, Toya, and today is all about the birthday. I think I've always been one of those people who absolutely loved birthdays. And I'm not just talking about my birthday, but I think they're so special. Over time that has changed, but I think that there's something so special about someone's birthday, specifically my birthday. Okay. If you know, you know. To be honest, as I am growing, I'm looking and seeing the birthdays and how they're so interesting, but they really do they make you sit and pause long enough so that you can really look at yourself and kind of look at who you're becoming. Every chapter. I've always been one of the people who, especially those people that I love and that are close to me, I'm all about the celebration. I think everyone deserves to be celebrated in some kind of capacity. And so, depending on how people have grown up and the environments and all of those things. Some people are big on celebrating birthdays. Some people are not so big on celebrating birthdays. And, it's respect to both of those viewpoints. You know what I'm saying? And I think over time, I've done big birthdays. I've done small birthdays. I've felt supported in an overflow of love on birthdays, and I've also felt lonely and isolated on birthdays as well. And these are all just based upon choices of, how I want to celebrate, who I do that with, and, where I am in life. But again, I think it's a beautiful special time of reflection and just in celebrating life. Right now, the state of the world, it's crazy. It's absolutely insane. And I think that not just on birthdays, but in other on other random days or in for other reasons, we need to find more reasons to celebrate life, celebrate achievements, big or small, celebrate one another. I don't think we do it enough. And I think we've been so conditioned to only celebrate things for these big reasons. Hence why people who might not fit into, who may not achieve these certain things, may not feel as celebrated during they might not feel as celebrated. For instance, outside of the birthdays, there are things like weddings and babies and promotions and things of that nature. But the what's pushed on us is to celebrate, the wedding and do the engagement and do the bachelorette and all those things. Or, if you're going into motherhood, definitely showering the baby, welcoming the baby. But there's so many other milestones in life and just things that are worthy of celebrating. And that's one of the things that I want to do, especially in this next chapter, which is going to be my last year in my 30s. Let me take a drink to that. Because what the fuck? I was literally just 17. Just 17, okay? Get ready to go to college, unsure, and just being a wild young lady, naive, green to some things. What? You telling me I'm about to be, huh? Huh? I'm about to be wet? She about to be wet? 40. 40. Yeah, it's weird. It is. I'm figuring that out as it goes. But yes, this is my last year in my 30s. And I just don't know how to feel right now, y'all. I'm on one end, I'm very excited. And I have so much to look forward to, so much more life to look forward to. But then again, on the other end, it's like that shit sounds really fucking serious. It's like, what? What? But anyways, she's still processing that and figuring that out. But yes, this year is worthy of celebration in different ways. So I'm definitely going to work on celebrating more of those achievements, and also celebrating the things that don't deem celebratory to other people. Things like celebrating I saw someone mention this and I was like, yes, these are the things that I'm trying to like acknowledge about myself and celebrate more. Things like emotional growth, emotional maturity. These are things that, people are talking about, and they're talking about using these terms that they want to have in relationships, and that it's a requirement. But many of us, if we're being honest, there are things that we have to grow in order to be. Emotional maturity is not something that many people have. And if they do, it's on a really small scale because, to be honest, a lot of us were not taught these things, these concepts. A lot of people speak about emotional intelligence as well. And again, these are all things that I know for myself, they've grown over the years. But I feel like I've gotten to some amazing places in terms of my emotional growth, my emotional maturity, spiritual growth. Um, and those things matter a lot to me, and I think they should matter more to us as human beings, because growth is worthy of celebration, with celebrating. Evolution is beautiful. And as you are growing older, again, this is that time of reflection, looking at the people around us. Everybody does not evolve past a certain point. Okay. So, and that doesn't make anybody better than anybody, but life can do a number. Okay. Um, and so to evolve and to to enforce things like having boundaries, and to rewire your thoughts and your knowing, and change your reactions, change your responses, and take pauses before responding, and just all of these things, and practicing this shit in real time with real people who really trigger you. It is worthy of celebration. So I know for me, that's one of the things that I'm moving into this next year doing, celebrating more of those things that are not as ordinary. Um, and just being proud of myself, being proud to also see that growth in others, and making sure to acknowledge it and celebrate that in them as well. Okay, so we're gonna do a little segment, okay, for the birthday, okay, for the birthday girls and the birthday boys, okay. Last year in my beautiful 30s, which has been a run, okay, it's been a beautiful fucking surprise. It's been a beautiful, beautiful fucking surprise, okay? So this segment is going to be things I care about less now, okay? So we're going to throw a few things out there, and I'll explain why, but we're going to talk all about things I care less about, things I don't give up about, really. And let me tell you, one thing that always sticks out, my best friend, She always spoke about, she was like, girl, wait till you hit your fuck it. And I was like, yeah, thinking about it, hearing her talk about it and understanding it, right? And then reaching that. And I don't think I've completely reached my peak of it, right? But through the last year or two, when I tell you I have reached that get stage where I don't give a fuck anymore. And I mean it in the most honest and sincerest ways. So many things that I used to give a fuck about, I don't give a fuck about anymore. And I know, mother, if you are listening, grandmother, please cover your ears because I just have to say it because it is so real. And for me, not giving a fuck means a lot because I do care a lot and I give a lot of fucks. And I have given a lot of fucks over the years, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna stop saying the word, but you get what I mean, okay? So we're gonna talk all about some of the things that I can give up about now, okay? So one of those things is for me is going to be I don't care anymore about how shit looks. Huge for me, okay? Let me tell you why. I have, growing up, one of the things that has held me captive, guys, and sorry, my voice is a little bit gone. And that's why I'm doing this before my birthday, because if you know, she likes to yell, she get on that drink a little bit, have a good time, and she's yelling, and voice is gone. So I'm doing it now because I love y'all. Going back, growing up, I, because we know one of the biggest truths that we can learn is how much that this world, this nation, they have lied to us. It's so much that they've lied about. And over time and over the years, as you learn more and you grow, you understand just how much all of this shit is not real, it's not truth. And all the things that have been pushed on us, all the fucking propaganda, all these things combined, right? When you realize just how much of it has shaped your thinking, your being, all these things, and then you reach a point where it's like, oh my God, this shit don't fucking matter. None of it, right? It doesn't matter. This ain't real. And so what am I doing? I don't know if you guys know how many people are pivoting, especially women, especially Black women, pivoting, some by choice, some not by choice, rebranding their lives. It's like a rebirth. We're realizing so much of what we were taught to do and taught to be in order to make it don't make sense for our lives, don't make sense for our bodies, don't make sense for our communities. It has taken away so much of us and it has made us, you know, some of us are just unlikable. Some of us can be bitchy. Some of us have so many pressures stacked against us and so many things that we thought we had to be, like being perfect, appearing and being so nice, speaking in a certain way, making others feel good in order to advance or in order to make the room feel safe or any of it's so much that we've been taught to be confined within these restraints, which causes us to be so rigid when naturally we are flowy and free beings. It's telling us that we got to go to school in order to get the career. It's telling us to get in debt before we even have a chance to live. Right? It's telling us all these things. So realizing that over time, I've had to undo a lot of thinking, rewire my thoughts. And it's been a journey, y'all, because it's been a fight to stay grounded in what I know in my gut, what I know in my being, what I know from the most high, what I'm supposed to be. But the world tells me I have to do it like this. And I have to have the credit score like this. And I have to purchase the home, and I got to get married, and I got to have a kid, and I got to do this. And for me, a lot of these things just don't align. They don't align. And when you feel so out of alignment, but what you see in front of you, it's like it feels real because you're essentially, it's like you're punished for not going and doing things that are normal. It's tough, y'all. It's tough. And I'm speaking for me. I know sometimes I'm speaking in general terms, but specifically for myself, especially this last year, it has been challenging on so many levels because I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I know what, well, not what, I know what I'm supposed to be. And the world has kind of distracted me in a sense from being able to just be sometimes. And it's tough. So me not caring about what shit looks like, what my journey looks like, how I flow, how I come into my wealth and abundance, what all of those things that sometimes I've cared about, I don't give a damn about. I don't care about being perfect, Patty. I don't care about being nice anymore. I have been doing things that align with who I am, being authentically myself, being more true in all of my moments, because that's what actually matters, not me performing and pretending to be anymore, because it's based upon whatever society deems right. Fuck right. What is right to me? What feels good to me? That's what I'm on. So I don't give a damn about what it looks like anymore. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about with people. It's just, and it feels so much more free. It feels so much more free. So yeah. Okay. Another something else that I care less about now. Over explaining. When I was firm in I don't have nothing to prove, I also am not over explaining. My no is my no. I don't have to LOL anymore. I am okay with not agreeing with the masses, um, or wanting to do what the masses are doing. Um, yeah, I don't care to explain myself anymore. My answer is what my answer is, and that feels damn good. And I think this is for everybody that's just like it just growing older. Being everywhere. That stopped a long time ago, but now when I tell you I am so good with being home in my space, comfortable, and just yeah, picking and choosing much more wisely because it's a lot going on outside anyway. But my outside look different now. Okay? My outside look different now. I don't need to be everywhere. I don't want to be everywhere. And it feels good. Okay, my final thing that I could care less about now is proving closeness. I've gone through many things with my relationships, my friendships, and my, family, everything. And I used to really, for me, it was all about holding on and making sure somebody knows that, I'm there and this is our relationship and this is, this is how close we are. Now, I could care less because the people that know, they know. I don't have to remind them. because I show them. It is in how I show up. It is the things that I do to nurture the relationship throughout, not just on special occasions, not because it's popular, not because everybody else is doing it. My relationships are mine. They're my relationships and they mean a lot to me. Um, I'm also really okay with now, you know, letting people be in whatever categories they are in. I had some issues with like um, inviting everybody in. I'm a very open, I can be a very open person. I'm like, I attract a lot of things, okay, good and bad. And so I had a problem with adjusting my access to everyone, um, and allowing a lot of different energies in and not placing boundaries or limiting access because everybody is not that close to me. Um, and they weren't that close to me. So just really learning over time what that needs to look like, being okay with that, accepting that everybody's not going to be my best friend. Everybody's not going to be a close friend. People can be associates. People, I can be getting to know people on different levels because we're all connected in different ways. So after that was accepted, then I could breathe. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's okay, Toya. Like, because I was the one getting hurt or hurting people, right? Because listen, I'm also not, I haven't always been the best friend. There are things that I've had to work on that have helped me to get to where I am now, and I'm still working. Okay, because many of us, like myself, we weren't taught how to be good friends because some of our parents or guardians or aunts and or people close to us, they didn't even know how to be friends. They were taught things, and then all that was just passed down, right? So we're learning how to be in relationship with others, learning how to be friends, what that looks like, how to love people, all that. But yeah, so now where I am, I have nothing to prove as it relates to that. Um, and I'm more accepting also of people placing me where they deem necessary, right? I'm not going to be close to people, as close to people either because of whatever the connection is between me and that person. And I think over time, just accepting that it is okay. I have to tell myself that about a lot of things, y'all, because again, we got to rewire. We have to understand what it really is and keep asking the questions of like, hey, what do I actually desire in my friendships? What do I want that to look like? Am I okay with this person not being as close to me? Can I maintain whatever it is that we have? And if I am, and if I feel and if I feel away, how do I navigate it, right? But one thing I'm not worried about and I could care less about now is proving what type of friend, how close we are, in any of those things. It just is what it is. Okay, I also wanted to take the time to give some advice to young ladies transitioning into like from teenagers to our ladies in our 20s. Oh my God, y'all, to my girls in their 20s, those that might be entering college, those who might be mid 20s, those getting ready to transition into your 30s, man, enjoy your time. Enjoy your time. When I think back on my 20s, they were some pivotal years, okay? What I thought was grown wasn't grown. But the 20s is the time to explore all the options, explore the options, have a in ball. These are the times to F up and F up again. Okay. Not to say you won't F up in your 30s, but you'll do so in a different way. Have the fun. Make the experiences, make the connections, network, meet new people, y'all. Meet new people, because these are the years, the people that you're connected to, especially in those 20s, man, those a lot of times those connections, they stay throughout your life, and they become connections that can lead to your next job, or they can connect you to the love of your life, or they can connect you to another part of yourself. They can open you up, make the connections, go to the networking events, um, try and fail. When you're out exploring and figuring out who you are, because this is one of those that's one of those decades where you're going to really find out more about who you are. Okay, it's not something that ever ends, because you'll at every stage, every age, you'll find out more about who you are, and it'll feel real, it'll feel better. You'll feel more grounded in it eventually. But the 20s, it's okay if you're not sure who you are. This is the time to find out. You find that out through exploration, okay? Right? To the people that are in college, best years of your life. Find your tribe, find your bestie. Okay, even if you already have one, I'm not saying get rid of that, but the people that you meet in college, you'll be forever connected to them. And whether you guys do life together or not, they're going to teach you so much about yourself. You'll look back at certain situations and either be like, damn, that was good, or damn, I could have done better. Right? Make the friends, love your friends hard. Love yourself hard. Learn how to love yourself as well through that phase. Stay focused. Stay focused. Limit the distractions. Put them damn phones down. Okay. They are not the end all. You are. Okay. You never get those years back. You never get that time back. So please be present. Choose wisely. Stay focused. Have the time of your life. Learn. Learn. Okay. Try and fail. I'm going to keep saying that. Try and fail, because nothing is really a failure as long as you try. Okay. Make the connections. Do the fucking work. And don't give up. All right. To my girls that are, have left college and now you're entering your career, use those first years, right, to leverage, right? Understand what your goal is for your life, right? Because everybody's goals look different. Define and ask yourself, what is success to me? Is that me being stupid rich? Is that me having a career, also having a family? Is that me having time to travel? What is success to you? What does it look like? And from there, that's how you'll know how to move in life, right? So if it's a career or a trade that you go into, just make sure that you are leveraging. You don't have to be at a company for all of your life. Move around. If you want to get experience in different industries and things of that nature, find a company that supports that, or give each company a little bit of your time, like 2 years, 3 years, whatever. Move on, and don't be afraid to move. And at any point you begin to feel like there's more, or you want to do differently, leave those positions in a good way. Okay, but leverage. Find another woman, another Black woman that can offer guidance Ask your community, ask your village, ask the women, the aunts, the uncles, the aunties, the uncles, the dads, ask everybody. Ask ask the questions, okay? Okay. And then to my girls that are getting ready to go in your 30s, you are entering another amazing era. You are not old, despite what the world tells you. You're not old. You, your 30s, they challenge you. They challenge you to, for all the things that you did in your 20s, they challenge you to really become. They challenge you to look at your life, look at your finances, look at your relationships, look at yourself. And, you know, a part of that is going to ask you to rebuild parts of your life. You'll experience things like grief in relationships, grief. Um, you'll experience heartbreak, I'm sure, by then. You might be entering new relationship statuses. The 30s, they're beautiful, but they are no joke. They're no joke. And I just hope that anybody that's listening to this that might be in their 20s, that you are so much more far ahead than the women that are currently in our 30s. Ask us the questions. Don't be afraid, because um, if more women would have, explain things to us, listen, we are further ahead as well in certain ways. But I think if we continue to pay it forward and talk to each other and give the next generation, the next women that are coming into their 30s, the next women who are going into their 20s, give them the advice, give them the knowledge. It's like it's the next generations are going to be so much more powerful, so much more grounded, so much more healthy and okay. And that's all that I want. So that's just some things. I could go on, but those are some of the things that I wanted to say to my girls in their 20s. I also wanted to let you guys know that y'all are doing the damn thing as well. Y'all are doing the damn thing. Even if you feel like you're not where you want to be, we are looking at you, ladies, and we're proud. You're breaking barriers. You are more firm in who you are. You're teaching us to continue to be free, because a lot of us now, many of us have gotten into a place where we are more rigid. We're not moving as much. We calling ourselves old and acting like old ladies, and we're not. Um, and so as we are figuring out our next stage in life, it's good to see those things that maybe we used to be or that we want to still be in the younger generation. So kudos to y'all. Y'all doing the damn thing. You look good. Yeah, continue to be great, ladies. Okay, so some of the things that I want to do more of in starting this year, in this next chapter I'm getting ready to approach, I want more spontaneity, because that's always been a part of me. And I think, and I've mentioned this earlier, that life can really distract you, and it can really rid you of all the fun and all the things that make you you. And I have to remind myself to not get so distracted, not so consumed with all this shit that's going on, that I forget who I am and the things that feel me. And so I want to add more spontaneity back into my life, you know, here and there. I know it might look a little different from how I move in my 20s and my younger 30s, but yeah, being more spontaneous, because she's a girl that jumps. She's a girl that takes risks, and I just want to always keep that. I don't want to be so fixated and rigid and too structured and over disciplined. While those things do work for me and I need both, I have to be balanced, or I kind of I tweak out a little bit. So more of that. I also am ready to get back out, travel more. It's so many places that are on my list, and we getting back out there. I know for next year in my 40s, I cannot wait. I want to go to Europe. I want to do Paris. I want to do London. Of course, Africa is still on the list. There are a few places in Africa that I want to visit. Just there's so many different places, y'all, and so just getting back out and making sure to take the damn trip. Take the trip. Take the trip. Yeah, I need that. So more travel. I also am wanting. I want more. Meaning I want to create more meaningful things as well. Get back into more simple things as well, like coloring and painting and dancing more, doing more meaningful things, like just gathering at a friend's house and just being with each other, and not worrying about aesthetics and shit like that, even though I don't worry about that now, but simple things like that, those things mean so much more to me. Handwritten letters and cards. I want to take more pictures, print them out, and put them in photo albums again. Just creating more memories, more community, and I think I'm moving into like a year of more yeses, because a lot last year there was a lot more no's. It was a lot more solitude. I needed it. I was also not as healthy, so there was a lot of things that I physically wasn't able to do, or that I didn't feel as comfortable doing. And so I'm so grateful to have amazing health, be more well. And so, I'm saying yes to a lot more things. So I want more deep conversations, more fun times, more laughter, and of course, more freedom, more leisure, all the things. What I do know, y'all, is this. I think all birthdays, of course, are special, but this year is is so meaningful to me. I've grown a lot, and I really am so grateful. I'm so grateful for life right now. I'm so grateful for everyone that's in my life. I'm so grateful for my friends, my family, and everybody that loves me, everybody that supports me, everybody that genuinely cares for me. Um, it means so much. I'm already anticipating the flood of love that always comes in for my birthday, and it's always so heartfelt. I remember last year I was getting ready during this time preparing for a photo shoot. I wanted to go into year 38 being the boss that I am, not in a literal way, right? And there were so many transitions happening in my life, and many of them I couldn't see past. I did it, and it was good because I needed to feel it. I needed to sit in it. I needed to be in it. And I'm so proud of myself. Last year, while I had a lot of fun and I had a lot of great moments with people, I learned a lot about myself, more about myself. I realized just how much I needed myself last year. I needed me more than anything. I learned how to really be okay in solitude. I learned how to be more independent and make decisions based upon only what I wanted. I learned to be a lot more selfish. I learned to be a lot more quiet with the things that I was working on. I learned to protect myself, but I also learned to be open to the right people. And I'm very proud to be here. I'm very proud to go into this next year finer. I'll just say, I'll just say it because your girl put on 20. She put on 20 and it is in the right places. Okay? But no, she fine. She fine. She's fine. She's fine. She's fine. Okay? We got finer, happier, healthier, more, having more mobility, more strength, more mental tenacity, having more boundaries, you know, being more confident in who I am authentically. I'm just happy. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so grateful to still have my life. I thank God for it all. I thank God for everything, for all that I am. And I'm so excited to see what this next year brings, this next chapter brings. Yeah. Just know that the sky is still, there is no limit for me. There never has been. I know who I am. I know, I know who I am. I love who I am. And I'm excited. The woman I am, the woman I've grown to be. And shit about to get real fun. If you see me this month, hey, buy me something. Give me a craft cocktail. I love craft cocktails. You can buy me a gift card. Show me you love me. But no, I'm super grateful for the support. Make sure to continue to share this podcast with your people. Again, if it is, if you are Gemini, celebrate yourself. Celebrate with the people that you love. Celebrate alone. Whatever you desire, do it. Okay. We're going to wrap up this birthday episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for all the birthday wishes that are coming in. Make sure you tell me happy birthday in the comments. And my birthday wish is for you to just share this. Share this with the people. Share this with somebody that you love. I hope that you can take from this. And of course, see, this is what happens when you get to them late 30s. What they call it? You know what they call it? That period? No, I don't even know if I'm in that, y'all. I'm kidding. But I do be kidding. Okay. All right. I gotta wrap up and be serious. Oh yeah. Make sure to support our Black brands. Go order that Sesnori again. Right here. This is the play. This is the one that that I've been drinking that I really, really like. You can order it off of TikTok shop right now. Tell them Toya sent you. Okay. As always, we've come to the end of today's podcast, the birthday episode. If no one has told you today, I see you, and damn, it's so beautiful. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. Cheers. Cheers to the Geminis. Cheers to the girls. Cheers to the boys. Geminis, I love y'all. Peace out. See y'all next episode. Why don't you shake it like a dog? Why would baby twerk it, baby? It's time for me to shake that ass. Time for me to shake that ass. It's time to release. 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 We got our little suede green shorts on. We have our earrings here. I got these hot cold couture. Okay. If you know, you know. This hat, it is from, it's like kind of like the pillbox vibe. I got this one from H&M. My little mules. These are from Zara. It's my birthday. The titty bounce is going crazy. It's going nuts right now. All the girls are bouncing the titties. All the guys is bouncing their titties. I love it. I love it. Keep bouncing. All right, serious.